So what you have before you is our Exodus sheet. And I also have the reminder of the check-in, because after Exodus chapter 5, which we'll be finishing today, there is a check-in in your workbook to take the study even further on your own. So Exodus chapter 4, this is plain and simple and quick and easy for both parts. So Moses didn't believe that the elders that he had to speak to was going to believe him, so he needed some insurance. So Jehovah gives him insurance, give him 3 signs to demonstrate before the elders. His rod turns into a serpent, his hand becomes leprous as snow, of course it returns back, and water turns to blood. That still was not good enough for Moses. Moses still did not want to go, and he said, he started talking about his impairment that he have with speaking. And so Jehovah said, don't worry about it. I will be that mouth and I will teach you. And we all know in our inside that that's the Holy Spirit that's going to be doing this. That's going to be the Spirit of Jehovah that's going to be doing that work. And Moses still rejects. And he asked for Jehovah to send someone else. Now, Jehovah does get someone else, but he doesn't replace Moses. He gives Moses an assistant, Aaron, his very own brother. So Aaron actually left Egypt and went into the wilderness and met Moses at the mount. He left Egypt, went past through, and made it to Moses. Just find that very fascinating. So in the meanwhile, Moses have the plan. He has the plan. So you, Moses, this is Jehovah talking to Moses, you're going to do these particular things. You're going to show all the wonders before Pharaoh. That's besides the 3 wonders that he has shown the elders. There's more wonders that we begin to see, the plagues that's going to be demonstrated to him. That's the conversation that we did not get written in the word between Moses and Jehovah. Also, Jehovah told him he's going to harden Pharaoh's heart so that all the wonders basically will be demonstrated before him. And then Pharaoh will be requested to release Jehovah's firstborn son, Israel, but he doesn't, which causes Egypt to lose the firstborn of their loved ones, of their animals. We'll get to all of that. And we also cannot erase the fact that Zipporah, his wife, his partner, saves his life. Because in the midst of this, between Moses speaking to Jehovah in the mount and going to Jethro, the father-in-law, requesting to leave and taking his wife and his 2 sons, the 8-day circumcision had came up for one of those boys. And Moses did not do it. Thankfully, Zipporah knew what to do. She knew how to circumcise her son and save Moses alive. After he returned to Egypt, both Aaron and Moses visit the elders, and the elders, they spoke to the elders and demonstrated the wonders. And the elders bowed down and worship Jehovah. I think that's important to remember of how they bowed down their heads and worship Jehovah. So my insight, again, we understand the help that Jehovah offered was his spirit, his Holy Spirit, which was given to Moses and Aaron. Aaron became the prophet to Aaron. Aaron became the prophet to Moses. So through the Holy Spirit, that's the way that happens. And we also discussed several ways that Yeshua, Jesus for some, was a prophet like Moses, but greater than Moses. And that is Yeshua turns water to wine. Yeshua defeated the serpent. Yeshua was healing all forms of diseases besides leprosy. So you see all my cross-reference, the questions and the word study, and an encouragement for you to do your check-in after today's studies.